Hello everybody, my name is VID00041 and I'm probably the only representative of all of you sitting here. So I want to tell you a little about myself. I was born and raised in a city called Peshawar, which is at the border town between Afghanistan and Pakistan. I was trained as a doctor, trained as a surgeon, went to Britain, qualified with a fellowship in surgery, came back and started working in Pakistan. I worked there for 20 plus years, was an assistant professor of surgery at the Postgraduate Medical Institute. And then, like most things unexpected in life, something unusual happened. 9/11 happened and a whole lot of things changed in the world. It may have changed for America, but it changed for all over the world. It changed for me. My family is a political family, my brother is a politician. And when a decision was made to combat the Taliban, the party decided that yes, they would fight the Taliban. And because of that, we became a target for the Taliban. So almost a year and a half ago, one day it was Eid for us, which is like Christmas for most of you people. And a suicide bomber walked into my father's house for my brother. He didn't get my brother, but he did kill 6 of our guests, and the only reason my brother survived was because his God actually laid down and sacrificed his life for him. Well, that was bad enough in the sense that, well, he's a politician, and I thought this is his problem, it has nothing to do with me. But 4 months after that, when I was leaving my consulting rooms one day, there was somebody standing at a corner, and he decided to shoot into my car. And one of the bullets went through my arm and the other 2 missed me. And at that moment, I did not realize that my whole life turned upside down. And with that, the police came and said I couldn't work, my children became a target, and life became hell. Wherever we went, there were guards, there were people to guard us. The children went to school with an armed guard, they went jogging with an armed guard. And life was bad enough without it. Peshawar is a very violent city. We have bomb blasts and things like that. But by and large, I felt that that was everybody's problem. Suddenly, it became my personal problem. And then my cousin, who was the vice chancellor of the university, was kidnapped by the Taliban. It's now been 2 years and we don't know where he is. And that sort of tipped the balance of what I thought was safe. Because once I felt that if my children cannot be safe, it would be useless for me to stay here. So I decided that I had to leave. So that is the story of what made me come to this country. What do I miss about home is not missing the scenery or the mountains or the pristine lakes. It's just home. Home is home. You always, it is somewhere where you're recognized, where you're known, where you don't have to qualify. But you walk away from it for various reasons, and I'm sure all of you have walked away for reasons which are even more dire than mine were. Then I came here. It was like taking a step out of a window when you don't know how far the ground is, you don't know what you will hit, and you don't know what to expect at the other end. But when I arrived in Louisville, and today it's been exactly 1 year since we have been here. We arrived here on the 15th of June last year. There was Chris standing at the airport with all these children, and they had banners and saying, "Welcome to America." And I tell you, it was the most touching scene of my life, because I'd walked away from a people that were mine, that I felt I belonged to, into an environment which was not mine. And I really did not know that somebody who is nothing for me should welcome me and should make me feel at home. And ever since, so much has been done by the resettlement agencies. People like Chris who walk the extra mile, they have done everything possible to make our lives what they are. And so much for my children has been done for them. I think that without the resettlement agencies, we would not be able to survive here. If it were not for people like Catholic Charities, I do not think that we could ever be able to resettle in an environment which isn't ours. But that is all I have to say. I hope that each one of you can be able to do what you do. I work now, and I am as satisfied as I could be in an environment which I don't belong to. Thank you.